Hello and welcome to Monkeys with Fire. You join me tonight on another Tabletop Tuesday, and this evening we shall be playing the 2 to 4 card game Inuit the Snowfolk from Board and Dice. If you are brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the latest miniature painting and tabletop gaming videos. Also, don't miss the live Twitch channel weeknights Monday to Thursday from 7 o'clock BST. Click the link below. And now, on with the show. As the leader of an Inuit village, your goal is to ensure the growth and prosperity of the village by initiating new members, building up reserves, and pleasing the spirits of nature. When the polar night comes, the player with the most prosperous village will be the winner of the game. Each player turn consists of exactly 3 steps: replenish the Great White, scout, and occupations. Step 1. Replenish the Great White. Reveal the top card of the deck and place it face up in the Great White. Step 2. Scout, optional. For each scout you have in your village, you may reveal 1 additional card from the deck, adding it face up to the Great White. Step 3. Occupations. Choose an occupation listed on your village board and resolve its ability. Though the effects of each occupation vary, they all resolve in a similar way. Each occupation will identify the type of card you may take from the Great White. You are allowed to take as many cards of that type as the number of Inuit cards you have assigned to that occupation, plus 1 for the occupation itself depicted on your village board. After resolving step 3 occupations, the player on your left will take their turn. Each player starts the game having 1 Inuit in every occupation. These starting Inuit are printed on the village board. As the game progresses, you will assign more and more Inuit to various occupations, thereby improving the effects of those occupations. For each elder in your village, you may take 1 Inuit card, adult or child, from the Great White. Each new Inuit card may be placed below any occupation space of your choice. For each shaman in your village, you may take a rite or spirit in any combination from the Great White. After taking all the cards you want to take, immediately resolve the effects of all rites taken in any order you choose, and then place them above the shaman space on your village board. For each warrior in your village, you may take 1 card, adult or child, from the Great White. Each new Inuit card should be placed face down above the warrior space. These cards represent the weapons of those defeated. For each whaler, bear hunter, or seal trapper in your village, you may take 1 orca, polar bear, or seal respectively from the Great White. These 3 hunters allow you to collect game cards. Game cards will score additional victory points at the end of the game. The scout functions differently from all other occupations in the game. This occupation cannot be activated during step 3, instead during its own separate step 2. Before you take any cards from the Great White, for each scout you have in your village, you may reveal 1 additional card from the deck, adding it face up to the Great White. Okay, good evening, Snowyak. So this is the Great White, this is what you've got to choose from. You of course are looking primarily for purple adults or children to join your village, but it is up to you how you want to play.
Yeah, okay, let's get the purple lady.
Yep.
Well, then I'd like to make her a seal trapper, and then it's your turn.
It is, yes. So she goes in there. Okay. So I then replenish the Great White with a card, and I can then use my scout to check, and I'm going to put the seals together so that we know we've got 3 of them there. So I've just drawn out a spirit card, which is the owl, the spirit of wisdom. Now this is important. For every elder that you have in your village, the elder gains, you get 2 victory points at the end of the game by having that spirit of wisdom. The one next to it is the Arctic trout, the spirit of water. For every orca that you've collected in your village, you'll get 1 point. So these spirits and rites are a way to generate multipliers on the game that you have collected during the course of the rounds that we're going to play. I'm going to take the owl. So that is my shaman doing his ability, taking that 1 card. And then it goes over to you. So straight away you draw a card, which is a child, which now children actually come from 2 villages. So you might see on their icons that these particular ones are green and red and green and orange. They're going to be negative points potentially for us, aren't they?
And just to be clear, what's your color?
My colour's red. So this particular child here has the red symbol. That's orange. The others are green.
And you can always use the scout in addition to another card.
Yes, so you could use... If you say to me you want to just scout all the time, then fair enough. But remember, as you get more scouts, you'll be able to draw up more cards.
Yeah, then I'd like to scout, of course.
Okay. Which gives another child with green and red. So there's 2 of them now on the board.
But now I can take a seal.
Well, because you have a seal trapper, you can in fact take 2 seals. So you've now scored 4 points.
Well, let's do that.
Yeah, there you go. That's the end of your turn. It's now my turn. I draw up... Right, we got another seal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, as the elder, I'm going to take one of these children and allocate it as an elder. And that's my go. Over to you. We get to draw up a card first of all. Do you want to scout?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Yeah, so another card is another seal.
Can I get the trout?
Yes, absolutely. Okay.
And that gives a bonus too?
So that's going to give you 1 victory point for every orca that you collect by the end of the game. So that's going to go just up there. So my turn. We replen with a card, and I'm going to scout, which is another card. Because I have an elder and a card for an elder, I've got 2. I can draw up these 2 cards and allocate these now as occupations. So I'm going to put one as a bear hunter and the other as a whaler. And that's my turn done. So over to you. First card is another seal. There are 5 seals available. Would you like to scout?
Yes, please.
Next card is another child for the green and red.
So very productive.
Yeah.
What does the sawfish do?
The sawfish is the spirit of ice. You get 1 victory point for every seal. Seals
that makes it easy.
Seals themselves are worth 2 points, and so you're going to be making your seals into 3 points.
I need that one.
You need that one? All right. So
yeah.
you take that. That goes over there for your shaman. Okay, it is over to me. It is another spirit. It is the spirit of might, the walrus. 2 victory points for every warrior. That's good. I will scout, which then brings out an adult in the green tribe. And what I am going to do is I'm going to take the orca. Over to you, drawing up a card. We have a child that is part of purple and green. So long as one of the colours represents your village, then there's no minus to it. So that's a good card for you to have. Each child is worth 1 point at the end of the game.
Yeah, I'd like to take the child
Yep.
and, well, make him a seal trapper too.
Another seal trapper, okay. I'm going to draw a card. It's another seal. So we've got 6 seals floating around the village. I am going to scout, and it brings out an orca. So I am going to take that orca. Okay, your turn. Another seal. Do you want to scout?
No scouting, but I do want to hunt for seals.
So you can effectively take 3 seals now. Yes?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think it's just, let's just go for the maximum every time, yeah? So there we go. You've got a load of seals there. All right, over to me. We have a polar bear coming out. I am going to scout. And we have an adult for the red village. Just going to put her there. Well, I'm going to use my elder to take these 2. And I'm going to attribute 1 to the orca, to the whalers, and 1 to the bear hunters.
Yeah, I can see your strategy.
Okay, over to, on your turn. So first of all, that's the first card. It is a red adult. You want the bear. Okay.
Yeah.
So the bear goes there. The bear is worth 4 points at the end of the game. So you've taken the bear. It is my turn. I am going to find a seal. And I'm going to scout. Which brings out a child that is part of the purple village. So here you go. Here's something. So using the warrior, I can take this purple card and I can turn it into my sort of spoils of war. So in other words, I prevent you from getting a worker in your colour. And I get points for this at the end of the game.
Yeah, this means war.
This means war, yes. So the first card is the Right of Fertile Game. Each player who has more game cards in their village than are in yours discards 1 game card. I can tell you right now, you have more seals than I have game in total.
Yeah, that's clear.
Right, so it's maybe,
But
it's still worth a point.
I'd want to take that card.
You want to take it,
Yeah, straight away. And I don't want to scout.
and you don't want to scout. Okay, so that's going to go there. There's no effect as far as me losing a card, but you've got 1 point from it. And I guess, inversely, you've prevented me from taking one of your cards, yeah? I am drawing up a card. It is an orca. I am going to scout. And it is another, we'll put that there, Right of Fertile Game card. I am going to just take the orca. Over to you. You have, there's an adult from the red village. Okay. So that would go just up there. You can bring that down. My turn. I will draw up a card. We have a child that is purple and green. I'm going to scout as well. And this brings out the fox, the spirit of cunning. You get 2 victory points for every scout. I'm going to use my elder to take the red and take the purple. And I'm going to allocate my red to warrior. And I'm going to allocate the purple to scout.
Oh no.
All right. We replenish the great white. There is an orca. Would you like to scout?
No, I want to hunt for seals.
You're going to hunt for seals, so that's 3 seals for you. And there you go. We replenish. which is a polar bear. I'm going to use my warrior, to which I have 2 of, to take these 2 cards and turn them into spoils of war. Draw up a card. It is a purple adult. She goes in. Next card. It is a child for purple and red. The scout, I've got 2 scouts now, so I can draw up 2 additional cards. So I'm going to draw up as an orange adult, and it is a purple adult. I'm going to use my shaman to take the walrus, so I get 2 victory points for every warrior in my village. Draw a card. There is now the rite of passage. Each player who has more Inuit in their village than are in yours discards 1 Inuit.
To take the 2 purples.
You're taking
the
2
purple
purples?
adult and the purple kid.
Yep. All right.
And I like to make 1 a warrior.
Yep.
And let's make 1 a bear hunter.
Okay, there we go. Excellent. I'll draw up a card. And it is a purple adult. And I'm going to use my scout. So I've got 2 more cards I can draw. That is a red adult and a purple adult. So I am going to take the red adult and the purple adult. Purple is going to go to a scout. And red is going to go to a shaman. Next card is another polar bear.
I don't want to scout, but I want to hunt bears.
You want to take the 2 bears? Okay. So up they go there. Drawing a card. We've got a child that is both red and purple. And I'm going to scout, so I can scout for 3 cards. So we got a seal, an orca, and a green adult. So I'm going to take those 2 orcas. Draw a card. There is a child that is orange and purple. Would you like to scout?
No, I don't want to like to scout, but I want to keep a village meeting and take the elder purple.
Yep.
And 1 of the purple kids. Take the orange and purple, of course.
Yep. Okay. What occupations do you want to give them?
Yeah. 1 needs to be a shaman.
Yep. And how about the other?
Yeah. thinking hardly. or thinking hard, I mean. Let's make him a warrior.
All right, you got 2 warriors. Okay. Draw up a card. There is an orca. I'm going to scout again, so I can choose another 3 cards. And I can stop at any time. So we got a purple and red child. We have an orange and red child. And we have an orange adult. So I am going to take the 2 red and purple children. I am going to place 1 as a bear hunter and 1 as a whaler. We draw a card.
Yeah.
And it is another spirit card. This is the caribou, the spirit of knowledge. 2 victory points for every shaman in your village. Should I ask you about scouting, or are you way past the scouting point?
Yeah, I'm past the scouting point. There's enough on the table. Let's be a shaman this turn.
Yep.
And let's take the rite of passage.
Yep. So each player who has more Inuit in their village than in yours discards 1. So that's going to be me. So I need to lose 1 of my cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lose 1 of my scouts, which is 1 of the purple scouts. Draw up a card. This is the right of clear sight. Each player who has more spirits and rights in their village than are in yours discards one spirit. At the moment I have 2, and I think you've got more than that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my shaman to take those two. I'm going to take the fox and the caribou. So 2 points for every scout, 2 points for every shaman. Draw a card. It's another orca. Seals, absolutely. So you can take those 3. Draw up a card. It is another whale. I'm going to use my scout. So there is a polar bear. And I can just do one more. There is a red adult. But I'm going to take all of those orcas. All 3 of them.
Yeah, that was to be expected.
Yeah. Well, you got the monopoly on seals. I'm taking the orcas. Okay, over to you. Card comes out is a polar bear.
Well, let's hunt for polar bears this turn.
Okay, so you can easily take those 2. My turn. It's another polar bear. I'm going to scout again, which gives us a seal. And I'm going to scout again, which gives us another seal. I am going to use my warrior. And I'm going to take these 2 adults and turn them into trophies. We draw a card. It's an orange adult.
Well, if it's war, my warriors will act too.
Yep.
So I take the ones with red in it.
Right, well, you can take actually 3. Because you've got 2 cards plus the 1 in your village.
Then I take all 3.
So you've got the red here, the red here. You've got a choice between an orange or a green.
Well, doesn't really matter, I believe.
No, take the
take
orange.
The green.
Okay. Doesn't, as you say, it doesn't matter. So we're clearing the great white up quite a lot here. Okay, over to me. Draw a card. There is a child which is orange and purple. I'm going to scout for 2 cards. That's an orca. And that's a seal. I'm going to use my elder to take those 2 cards. And I'm going to place them both in as scouts. Draw a card. It is a seal. There are 4 seals. There's only 1 seal. Okay. Seals done. I have my turn. There's a new polar bear. I can go scouting for 4 extra cards. So another polar bear. That's 1. Another right of clear sight is 2. Another right of clear sight is 3. And a purple and orange child is 4. I'm quite happy taking those 3 polar bears.
Yeah, I had a suspicion.
So we replan. It is a red adult.
Then I'd like to scout.
Okay, so you can scout for 1. You get an orange adult.
Well, that's pretty hard. Let's use the warrior. Well, then I only want to take 2.
Okay.
And I want to leave the purple orange kid on the table.
Yep, okay, that's fine. So they go up at the top there. Put down a card. It is the rite of sacrifice. Move 1 Inuit from within your village to weapons. So this is a way of you getting rid of an adult or a child that is of a colour that's not associated to your village. It's a good way to remove them, yeah? So that's the first draw. I am going to scout. I can scout for 4. So we have an orca at 1. We have a child red and purple for 2. Child purple and green for 3. And the seagull, 2 victory points for every polar bear. I'm going to use my shaman, take the seagull and the rite of sacrifice. So I can remove one of the cards that is not associated to my village. I'm going to move my purple scout, put it into the weapons. First card to be drawn, it is a green adult.
Then I'd like to take the purple and red kit and another kit with purple.
Yep.
Make one an elder.
Yep.
And the other a whaler.
A whaler, okay. Replenish is a polar bear. I have 3 scouts. So we got a orange and red child, an orange adult, and a green adult. I will take the 2 orcas over to you. There is a purple adult.
Well, at least take the purple adult and the purple kid.
Yep.
Let's make one a scout.
Okay.
And let's make one a warrior.
Done. We have an orca. I'm going scouting for 3, which gives us a seal, the rite of fertile game, and another seal. I am going to take the polar bear. And it is your turn. So, another card. This is the rite of sacrifice. I'll just let you know there's 24 cards left in the deck. Right? So, in another 14 cards, potentially then, the next card could be the end of the game.
Yeah, true. Well, let's hunt seals again.
Yep. So you're going to take all of those? Wow, you really have it on seals. I don't think a single seal has escaped you. Okay, my turn. Draw a card. It's another rite of sacrifice. I shall go scouting for 3. So we have a seal, 1, a child, orange and red, 2, another child, orange and red, 3. I'm going to take 2 of those childs and put them in as warriors. We draw up a card. It is an orca.
No, I don't want to scout. But how many points do you get for spirit? Or I mean for the spoils of war?
It is 1 point, I believe.
Well, then it's time to hunt orcas.
So you're going to take those 2 orcas, yeah? Okay. In they go. Okay, my turn. So we have red adult. Again, I'm going to scout for 3. Orange adult. Polar bear. Another orange adult. I will take the polar bear. Drawing up a card. You've got a green adult.
The red woman and the red kid.
Yep.
And are there any more cards with red?
Nope, they're orange and green.
Let's take 2 other singles.
Yep. So just 2 orange, yeah? So you've got 4 in total here. These are all going into the warrior pile.
Yes, that's correct.
Yep, alright. There you go down there.
Now we have some space on the table.
Yep. Okay, so reveal, that's a green adult. Again, I will go scouting for 3. So that's a purple adult. That is a green and orange child. That's another green and orange child. Oh gosh. So warriors, I can do 4. I'm going to take the purple. And I'm going to take those 2 and that one. And they are all going to go in there. And okay. So this is the rite of inspiration. It is worth 4 points. once you pick it up, you draw 3 cards from the deck and add them to the Great White.
And that means the end of the turn, right? Then.
It would be for you because you're drawing it up as the shaman. So you're going to get 4 points, but you're going to show me 3 cards before I even get started.
Well, that's a tough one. But 4 points are more than that's on the table at the moment, so I take it.
Okay. So
and I have another one I can choose, right?
Yes, absolutely. So let's just go through.
What are the choices? Yeah.
So you got the Rite of Sacrifice. Move 1 Inuit from within your village to weapons. The Rite of Fertile Game. Each player who has more game cards in their village than are in yours discards 1 game card. Then it is the Rite of Clear Sight. Each player who has more spirits and rites in their village than are in yours discards 1 spirit. And that's the case for the next 3 cards. These are all worth 1 point.
Yeah, let's take the one I already have 2 from.
So I've got 15 in my game. Yeah, you've already got over 15 just in your seals. So in other words, it has no effect on me. I don't lose anything. You just gain 1 point.
Yeah, it gives 1 point and you can't take it.
Yes, exactly, yeah. All right, that's your go. It's over to me. There are not many cards left. We then have a Rite of Sacrifice. I am going to Scout, which is 3 more cards. So, Rite of Inspiration. Oh, we should have put out 3 cards for you picking up that Rite of Inspiration, shouldn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so these are the 3 cards. So Rite of Sacrifice, Rite of Inspiration. And it is the Polar Nightfall. Okay.
That means you have one turn, right?
I have 1 turn, yes.
Because I started.
Yes, exactly. So we'll continue. So that doesn't count. So it's 1 extra card, which is the Rite of Passage. And so now it's my turn. Replen, which is an extra green. I can scout for 3. 1, 2, 3. That is it. Okay, got to make this count now, haven't I?
Yeah, that will be a hard one.
Right, I'm going to take the 4 points because I think that's just worth doing, isn't it? Or is it?
I think so. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's taking these, isn't it? So I'm going to take the Rite of Inspiration. And I'm going to take the Rite of Sacrifice to move 1 of my people.
Yeah, that's probably the best you can do.
Yeah, I think so. Right, that is the end of the game. So I'm just going to move these to one side so that we have a clear area to work from.
Let's count.
Here we go. So how many Inuit are in your village that have at least the purple symbol? And we score their points. So we've got 3 points there. That's 5. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You got 16 points. Do I have any purple that do not have my colour on? I do. So I give you an extra point. Do you have any cards that have colours that are not purple on? And you don't. Every card that you have in your village has a purple colour on. So you've done really well. Okay, on to game. This is going to be the big one. So, 3, that's 6 on the orcas. Four, 8, 12, 16, 20 on the polar bears. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34 on the seals.
17. Boom.
All right. So weapons, 1 per 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, right. So that's 1, that's 5, that's 6, that's 7, that's 8. So that's 8 on the right. So these spirits, you now get 1 point for every seal and 1 point for every orca. So did you say, was it 17 seals?
Yeah, 17 seals.
Yeah. And your orcas, I think it's only 2, isn't it? So you get 2 points for your orcas. We got your score done. All right, over to me. Oh!
Show me. Pull it up.
Okay, Snow. Your grand total for your village was 114 points. That's good score. That's a really good score. And it still is a really good score because I got 110.
What?
Right? -1. So I'm 109. So congratulations, sir. That is well played.
Thank you. Oh man, I didn't expect that because you were doing so good on the spirit. Yeah, been a cool game.
So you like it?
Yeah, I like it for sure. Yeah, it started a bit slow, but it got cooler and cooler the more options were on the table. Yeah, great game.
So would you be up for playing this one again, Snow, at some point?
Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah? Alright, cool. That was Inuit, the Snowfolk from Board and Dice. Again, thoroughly enjoy this game. Really love the artwork. Love the strategy that forms as you're playing. Love the speed of the game. Once it starts to ramp up and you're able to do more and you're having to make hard decisions. Are you going to take things that are an advantage to you, or are you going to take from your opponents to prevent them from gaining the advantage? All right then. Well, I thank you very much for the game, Snow. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, you're welcome once again.
Bye for now.